Why is it that Africans most times don't have the courage to actually stick with only traditional marriages without like the white wedding? It looks like without the white wedding, most people feel like the marriage is not complete. I don't know whether it's from the girls or from the guys, but most times the girls will tell you that the guys will want it. The guys will tell you that the girls will want it. But marriages are becoming very, very expensive. When you have the money, it's nothing. But for other people who don't have the money, the burden of trying to have two events, they are just the same thing. One is the English and one is the cultural. People can no longer just do the one that, even if the one that is actually biblical, like if you're a Christian and you want to go by the standard of the Bible talks about paying the dowry, and you don't pay the dowry in church. The white wedding is the Western culture. And in the Western culture also, when the marriage is done, they don't go back to do traditional marriage. Now, our own, which is close to the Bible, we also try to validate it with the ones that are very inconsequential to our faith. If you're a faith person, which I am, I think the traditional marriage is closest to what the Bible talks about. But then, most people cannot just stay without the white wedding. And they will just say, it gets to my turn, I want to stop. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the white wedding. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the traditional marriage. But why can't people just have the courage to do only one and leave the other one? Now, for some of you that know Jehovah's Witness, in Jehovah's Witness, you can only do one. You can only choose either of the two. You can only choose to do the white wedding or the traditional marriage. And that's what it should be. The other one is just traditional wedding, the white wedding. They are both wedding, but the other one is traditional one. The other one is the westernized one. So I encourage people. I know it's not easy because most times you may want to do it as a guy, and some guys will tell you because they're just doing it to make their wife to be happy. And some people, because of their religious background, they feel the marriage is not properly done till you go to the altar and maybe read the vows and then have a ring. There's no place in the Bible where it's stated you must take a vow before your spouse. The thing the Bible talks about just very clear. Husband, love your wife, and wives, submit to your husband. That's the rule. That's if you're a Christian. Now, ironically, the Muslims don't do this we're doing. They just stick with Islamic marriages, and that's all. But here, we do both the traditional marriage and the Christian westernized marriage. I'm looking forward to somebody who have the courage to combine two of them together. Like, imagine having the traditional marriage where you invite your pastor, you invite your reverend, and every of the arrangements will be done in one place. Like, the wife is given to you after you pay the dowry, and then maybe the next section will be where the reverend or the pastor, or any person who is conducting the wedding comes around to do it, maybe in one setting, in the father's house or anywhere. So it doesn't have to be like we are done with this one after 1 week or the next day we go to church again. Everything could be done, even if you want to do it, everything could be done in one place. Maybe when the bride price is paid, two of you goes inside to change, come out with your white dress, and then the oaths and the rings is administered, and then everything is done. There's no way written in the Bible where a pastor, a reverend father, or this person is best to confine two of you married. Nope. It's not. There's no way it's written like that. It's when you pay the bride price, the person becomes your wife. When somebody pays the bride price over you, that's when the person becomes your husband. Now, there's no way written in the Bible that when two of you take oath and the ring is then inserted into your hand, and then the pastor proclaims, or a reverend father or a man of God proclaims two of you married. Let me get to the ring. Some people don't know where they wear rings. This used to be a Jewish culture. When you get married, there will be a kind of blood covenant where they will give you a mark in this your hand. Then when the thing heals, the mark will be there around that your particular hand. That's where the ring comes from. So, but now, in the new dispensation, you can use a ring to represent it. You don't need to have your hand cut off for the blood covenant to be carried out.